Hey, 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 everyone. How are you? Come on in. Come on in. I'm so super excited to be here. It's another Monday night. Hello, hello. Hey, it's MLK. So I want you to type in the chat as you're coming in. Happy MLK Day. That is Martin Luther King Day. And let us know, how was your day? How did you spend your day as we're waiting for people to come on in and join us? For me, it's been a really good, peaceful day. Very peaceful day. So come on in. Let us know where you're from. Did y'all just hear? Did you guys just hear a ding? If you just heard a ding, let me know because I need to turn my notifications off, I guess. Hey, Miriam from Florida. How was your day, Miriam? Happy MLK Day, guys. Judy from Brooklyn, happy MLK. What did you guys do today? I worked all day. I have to tell you, I worked all day, but it was purposeful, very purposeful work. So I feel as if I got a lot accomplished. How was your day? Just type in chat and let me know, let everybody know how your day was. Was it a good day? Was it an okay day? Was it a great day? Did you rest today? Was it a restful day? Right? Was it restful? Wine Dance Nazarene. I think that's Ashley as well. It says, I'm here now. Oh, yep, I'm here now. That's her. So how was your day? Did you spend quality time with your loved ones, or did you just spend quality time with yourself? Right? How was your day? So as you're coming in, let us know your name, where you're from, and let us know how your day was. If there's something that you're hearing on Facebook and and you're loving it, make sure that you heart us up and let us know. Oh yeah. And so we're seeing, hey Pinky from Ocala, Florida. How are you? How are you? Happy MLK Day. How was your day, Pinky? Was it restful? Was it exciting? Was it purposeful? Was it just an okay day? How was your day? Miriam said that her day was restful. Yeah. Yeah. My day was purposeful. So I got a lot done today. I worked all day, but I got a lot done today. But in the middle of getting everything done, I was able to still recognize and celebrate Martin Luther King Day, because this is an important day for all of America, right? For everyone, not just African Americans, not just people of color, but for all people, all Americans, right? So that's why I'm excited, because I want to talk a little bit about Martin Luther King, and basically what he stood for, just really very briefly. Again, this is a forward moving conversation, a juicy, a courageous forward moving conversation, right? We have so much going on in the world today, right? That it's so necessary that we take the time to recognize those things that are doing well. Um, it's so important that we stay and we really keep our focus on the most important things in our lives, because if we allow some of what's happening, then we will be pulled down. But it's important for us to stay up. And I think that's what's one of the things that I believe Martin Luther King embodied, that although there was so much in the times he lived in, beaten, all these things that happened to him in jail, fighting for all of our rights, fighting for equality, right? He kept moving. And you guys know there were days that were discouraging. You know that there were days that things didn't go the way he thought it would go or planned it would go. I'm sure many times that he felt like giving up. I'm sure many times that he felt like saying, God, I didn't bargain for this. I didn't think it was going to be all this. But he still stayed the course. He still kept moving, and he still kept kept pushing forward so he could see some things come to pass. And one of his most famous speeches, you guys know, is I Have a Dream. And he spoke his dream. Uh, he had a dream. And in many cases, in areas, his dream came to pass. So this is what I want y'all to type in chat for me, is what, if there's one thing, it doesn't have to be his quote. If you know one of his quotes, that's great. But when you think about MLK, Martin Luther King, what is it that that makes you think of him? What do you think his day or what he represented? So if you could type it in chat and share it. Share what is it that MLK represents for you, or what you feel he represents for humanity as a whole. So do me a favor and type it in chat, everybody. So come on in. I'm not seeing you typing yet. Maybe you're just thinking. So what is it that MLK represent for you? Remember, this is a dialogue. It's never a monologue. If you have a quote, you can do a quote. If it's just something, for me it would be just how his heart was for humanity, and that we would all just get along. And he wasn't talking about superficial getting along. He was speaking of getting along, let's say at a cellular level, where we began to understand each other and understand each other processes. And even if we did not agree with each other, can we understand each other? So Ashley says peace and love. That's when she thinks about Martin Luther King. What he represents for her is peace and love. Who else wants to share? What does he represent for you? When you think about MLK, what does he represent for you? Pinky says equality. Exactly. Equality. Equality of all men and women, black and white, right? Green, blue, his Latinos, Muslims, everyone, no matter what your religious background may be. He said equality for all people, all of humanity. What else? What else did MLK represent for you? Can you guys type it in chat for me, please? Thank you. So I definitely did not want this day, and I certainly did not want to do this live and not recognize the importance of today, the importance of how this day was fought hard just to have this one day holiday, and yet, yet we're still, many of us, we're still, as you're looking at what's going on in the world today, we're still fighting for love. We're still fighting for equality. We're still fighting. And you would think that in 2021 that we wouldn't be fighting anymore. But I want to share with you one of my favorite quotes. And if Sonia, if you're there, if you can type it in chat, one of my favorite quotes is, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." So I'm going to say it again, because think about that, guys. MLK said, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. So think about that. With everything that's going on right now, right? The only thing that can drive out darkness, the darkness that many of us are facing or we're seeing even right now, is light. Light always. Darkness is always there, and it's only light that can drive darkness out. And that means not just in the world today, but even in your own personal life. It is only light that can drive out the darkness. That if you're experiencing any level of darkness in your life, if you're looking at the news and it's just depressing you and it's pulling you down, only light can drive that out. And hate and hatred, only love can drive that out. One of my favorite scriptures, guys, is that love covers. Love covers. Love covers all that is wrong. Love covers all that is bad. So if I can just love my enemy, love those that hate me, right? Then that alone will spread the love around. So thank you so much. It's posted in Facebook. I'm gonna show it to you guys. There you go. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. And so my question to you on tonight is, are you loving in all possible way, even loving the unlovable? Because I know sometimes that's hard. At least sometimes it's hard, even, for me to really love that unlovable person, right? Or, and to say, I'm just going to love you. I'm going to love you back to life, right? I'm going to love you back to life. That neighbor who you know does not care for you, that coworker, that colleague who mistreats you, that boss, can you love them despite all of that? Right? Because the only thing that can drive out hate is when I love you, when I treat you good despite how you treat me. So I want to hear your thoughts about that. I want you to share with me, what are some of your thoughts concerning that? What are some of the ways that you see in your personal life, because we're bringing this home, just one simple thing that you can do where light can be shown in darkness, or where love can be shown in where there's hatred? What is the one thing that you can do in your own community, in your home right now, with your family, right? On your jobs, in your school, if you're in school, what can be done? If you're virtual, what can you do rather? My husband said yesterday in his message on in our online worship experience service, that he said, when someone crosses your mind, or when you think of someone, don't just text them. Take a second and pick up the phone and call them. Now I'm paraphrasing what he said, but sometimes it could just be just as simple as picking up the phone and calling them. It could also be to where, that person that does not like you, and they don't like you, that coworker that you guys just don't get along. It just maybe something as simple as smiling and saying good morning when they're growling at you. You know what I mean? So those are simple things that you can do. Someone, yeah, what is one simple thing that you can do to shine light in darkness, or love in the midst of hatred? So guys, I want you to type it in. What is that one thing? Type it in chat and let me know. What is that one simple thing that you can do? One simple thing that you can do to shine light in darkness, or love in the midst of hatred. What, and you can eat, you could say, well, I'm not around all of that, but what, from wherever you are, maybe it's putting a Facebook post that shows light, that shows love. Maybe it is something like that. So what is the one thing that you can do? If you guys can share it, share. I'm going to give you a second to share. I'm going to check um, Facebook to see what's going on there, but share it and let us know, what is that one thing that you can do? What's the one thing, right? Because it's so important for us to do that. We are living in a world where people are hurting. Latanya, hey Latanya, says give a word of encouragement. How powerful is that? Give a word of encouragement. That's something that you can do. How many people don't need encouragement? How many people need, I had someone reach out to me and say to me, um, hey, just sending Friday love towards your way. And that meant so much to me. I had someone that picked up the phone and said, hey, I'm just checking to see how you're doing. Said, I'm doing great. So what is it that you can do? Because the thing about it, while we may not be in the position, we're not on TV, we're not on these places, but we're still in positions, even in our homes, where we can influence, right? We can influence someone. We're still in positions, we're still in areas to where we can still show love, right? And we can still give love. We could still shine light in a dark place, in a dark situation. And so what are some things? David said perseverance, just be kind. Exactly. Just be kind. That's what else? All right, guys, come on. Let me know. Just be kind. What else can you do? What else can you do? Just be kind. That's one thing that we could do. What is that encouraging word that you can give, right? So we as human beings, let's not keep the light, that we have in us. Let's not keep the love that we have in us to ourselves. And let's find ways this week. That's your homework assignment, right? To find one thing to do this week to show someone that you love them. There's so many people that are not coming out of their homes. They're inside their homes, and we don't know what's going on. And so call them. and encourage them, right? Shed some light for them. Maybe you could go by and, have your mask on and do all these great things and drop them off a cup of coffee or maybe a rose and just let them know that you care for them. Do something. Send them a text message. I had someone that sent me a message saying, just I'm checking in, just checking in to see how you're doing. And then there were hearts there to say how you're doing. And I took that message and I shared it with so many people. Why? Because I want people to know I care, how you're doing. Hey, Zakia, how are you? Zakia Williams. So tell me about that, Latanya. What are you saying about that? Right? So, okay. So, again, find one thing to do this week to show someone that you love one. Judy says, let someone know you're thinking about them. Yeah. By thinking about them either by a call or a text. Yeah. So simple. Just let someone know. Maybe it's someone that you haven't heard from a while. Just let them know, hey, just reaching out, giving a shout out. Just want to let you know I'm thinking about you. I received a phone call this afternoon, and when I picked up the phone, I said, hey, because I haven't heard from this person in a while. And he said to me, I'm just checking in, just seeing how you're doing. That was it. That was it. Meant so much to me, that someone would even think about me. So I want you now to write down and type it in chat. We don't know all these people, but type in chat. I want you to type in chat at least 3 people that you can reach out to. Just put their first names or put their initials, right? That you will reach out to either via text or you're going to call them. And hey, if you say, well, I haven't seen them, I'm going to Zoom them, or I'm going to go by and make sure if you do that you got all your social distancing and your everything on tap. And just let them know I love them. Maybe you're going to drop something off to them at their front door, right? So many of us know people who are elderly. Are we checking in with our elderly community, right? That's a way that we can keep, I think, Martin Luther King's spirit alive and how we embody. And listen, how about if you know someone that does not look like you, reach out to them and say, hey, just want you to know that I love you. Yeah, reach out to them, especially if they don't look like you. So go ahead, guys. I want to see, type some letters, first and initials, even, or you could type their first name, or you could say Mrs. So and so. Let us know, who are you going to reach out to, and let them know, hey, Janine, thank you for joining us. Who are you going to reach out to, and let us know, right? That you're going to reach out, right? Are you all ready? You bringing it in there? Okay, here we go. Yeah. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Comment the name or initials of 3 people that you can reach out to this week, either by call or text. So I'm going to start with me. And so let's see, I'm going to reach out to, here we go. And I'm typing mine, guys. So that's what I'm doing. And I have one more person I'm going to reach out to. Oh, got to make sure I spelled the names right. Okay, so I got it. So I have it, guys, to where I'm going to reach out to Mother Dunn, right? And my older brother and my friend. I put for college, but from college, right? From college. So those are my 3 people that I'm gonna either reach out to them on Facebook, or if I have their numbers, I'm gonna send a text to, or I'm going to, call them, right? And just let them know, hey, just thinking about you. How are you doing? in this climate where there's so much. Thank you. Latanya says she's going to reach out to PJ, TJ, and SM. Thank you, Latanya. And I'm going to read Mother Dunn, my older brother, and my friend for college, from college. Who else? Who else? Let's see. And I have here JGKM, and AF. So you guys make sure you're also writing this down on a paper so you can know, because you've got from today until Friday, right? Well, the week ends on Saturday, that you can reach out and say, hey, just checking in, just checking in with you to see how you're doing, right? All right. Who else? Who else wants to share? Who will you, maybe it's your son or your daughter that you haven't checked in with. So who will you be reaching out to? So that is your assignment. And again, I want to put up Martin Luther King's quote just one more time. Let's see. Juliet said that she's going to reach out to Imogene, Judith, and Sharon. All right. So I love it. I love it, guys. Go ahead and keep typing it in chat. I'll keep trying to get to it. Who are you going to reach out to that you haven't talked to in a while? And you just want to let them know, because listen, we're all in this together. We're all going through a global pandemic. People need to hear from someone, right? And so LMPRMC, that's what Ashley from Windan Nazarene said. All right. Who else? Who are you going to reach out to? And let them know that you care. Let them know that you're thinking about them, right? Again, I'm going to put up, let me see if I can find, here we go, Dr. Martin Luther King's quote. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. And can I tell y'all, I want to say that you are the light. You see, because from the day you were created, God, we are God's masterpiece here on the earth, right? We are his light here on the earth. So it is up to us to shine his light. Let his light shine through us. And so it's through our light that we can shine into a dark situation, right? If someone is in a dark place, that's what can happen, right? We can do that. You are the light. You are the light. So darkness cannot drive out darkness, but light, you are the light, can do that. And hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. And you are the person that embodies that love for someone. You are it. And so this week, make sure that you are the light that someone sees and hears from. Make sure that you are the person that someone feels the love from, even if that love is through the phone, even if that love is on a text message, on just a Zoom call. Make sure that they feel it. So, all right, good stuff, good stuff. So now still keep typing in who you're going to reach out to. If you're struggling, you're saying, well, I don't really have anybody I could reach out to. What about community? Who's in your community that you can reach out to? Who's in that community? Maybe your house of worship. Maybe there's someone in your house of worship that you can reach out to. Maybe you did see them, but maybe you just say, you know what? Let me just call and check on them. Let me just send them a text. So I'm sure as you dig deep, you can find 3 people to show the love, and to represent that light and to represent that love. So real quick, guys, a couple of things we have coming up. I want to answer some questions. If you guys have any questions for me right now, I want you to type it in Facebook. If I can answer it, type it in the chat. I will answer it. I have Sonia that's helping me, and Sonia is going to look and see if there are any questions, and then I will answer as much as I can. But one of the questions, I was on a conversation, it was either last night or night before, but I've had this a couple of times, is about how, okay, good job, Miriam. Miriam says that she is going to reach out to Pat, Bessie, and Frank. Good job. Good job. Good job. I love it, because if you put it in chat and you write it down, then you're going to do it. Then you're also holding yourself accountable for doing that. You're holding yourself accountable for doing it. You've got the whole week. It only takes a few minutes to do it, right? So anyway, so the soiree is coming up. I'm going to ask Sonia to put the soiree link in there, that if you have not signed up for it, space is extremely limited. Why is space limited? You guys know that when I do Festa della Donna events, they're pretty big and we have a lot of people. But this year, because of COVID, we are not having a lot of people, but we are still doing it. We're still having the soiree. Why? Because honestly, as I kept thinking about it, and praying about it, I felt it should still be done. Why? Because people, I've been hearing from people, they just want to get out, but they want to get out in a safe environment. They want to get dressed up and they want to enjoy themselves. And so the Festa della Donna soiree is what I'm calling it. It's just a night of celebration on March 6th, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. All COVID regulations will be in effect. The venue that we picked, which is at the riverfront in Wilmington, one of the reasons we picked that venue was because of the strict guidelines that they are following for COVID, right? Because I want to make sure that you are safe. I want to make sure that I am safe. So you will have to wear a mask. You will get your temperature taken, and all of those guidelines will strictly be followed. There will be 6 feet social distancing. Tables will be 6 feet apart. Everything, right? It is a sit down dinner. And everything that will be happening will be where all of those guidelines are in effect, right? And space is extremely, extremely limited. So if you have not gotten your tickets, you want to make sure that you do that because tickets are already being sold, right? And once we hit that mark, we are done. So we are not filling the facility up. We're not doing anything like that. We are just having it as a small, intimate environment. And one of the things that I'm super excited about is that we're allowing, I shouldn't say allowing because men could have always come, but this time I'm actively inviting the men, come and bring your loved one out. Bring that woman in your life out and celebrate with her and celebrate her. Listen, it has been a time, 2020, and thank God we have all made it through 2021. There's still a lot going on, but it doesn't mean that we should stop celebrating each other. And what gets celebrated gets repeated, right? You guys know that. So listen, I want you to join me for the soiree. If you have any questions at all, make sure that you reach out to me. It is in Wilmington, and we do have hotel space group booked. Most of the hotel rooms are gone. As a matter of fact, they were all gone. And then we had to call them and say, hey, can you add more rooms to our bookings? And they did. So make sure that you book your hotel room where the soiree will be held. So I'm super, super excited for you to join me there. And then the other event is the retreat because one night isn't enough. Right? For some of us, we need an entire week. We need 5 days. And so this is where the retreat comes in. And I realize that the retreat is not for everyone, right? I realize that. And there's the space there is extremely limited. Only 14 women. However, we only have, I believe it's about 4 spaces left now. So you want to ensure that you plan, if you're going to come, you want to go ahead and get your space, reserve your spot right now. Once again, all COVID guidelines, right? All COVID guidelines. It's in the Outer Banks. And once you get there, we will not be leaving the private resort that we are on. It will just be there. We have a gourmet chef that's coming in. Super excited about that. We have, of course, we'll be social distancing mask, and you have to make sure that you have a negative COVID testing. So everything is in place, and I can answer more questions. Just reach out to me. But I want to tell you, both of the environments will be spirit-filled, content-rich, and God-focused. It will be an environment where not only will we celebrate, but it will be an environment of healing and transformation, and it will be a life-changing experience. So if you can join me in the retreat or the soiree, one or the other or both, please come on in and join me. Again, space at both events are limited. I cannot tell you right now how much space we have left at the soiree. I do know that people are registering. As I said, the hotel rooms were already booked, and I had to ask them if they can give us more hotel rooms, right? So that's a good problem. That's a good issue. So if you're planning on coming, don't wait too long. Come in and join us on the Saturday night or on the Friday night. We're doing a mix and mingle on the Saturday night if you're interested in the mix and mingle as well. All of the information is posted in the chat. So make sure that you come in, make sure you make a decision on which one you're going to go to, or make a decision for both. And then, guys, on this Sunday coming up at 5 o'clock, right? I am doing a possibility journey from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know what you're saying. You're saying, woo, you got a lot going on. Yes, I do. I do, because this is 2021 and I'm determined to stay in action, right? I want to build legacy, guys. I want to, and listen, my goal is to change one person at a time. And so my goal is to pour in and to pour in and to pour in. And when God gives it to me, I'm going to make sure that I give it to you as well. Right? It is your choice to receive it. It is your choice to be present. It is your choice to take it in. So on this Sunday at 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm doing a possibility journey webinar. So join me. You have to register. The link is right there. Registration is free. So join me. And let's look at what is possible for us in 2021 and beyond. Sometimes we don't see all of the possibilities. Sometimes we see some, but we don't see everything. And so I want to encourage you tonight. I want to invite you to join me for the possibility journey. Just register for it. Once you register, you're going to get all of the information. You're going to get the link. This is private, so you do have to register and share the information. Invite a friend. Don't be selfish. Share it with someone. Share the possibility journey link. Share the soiree link. Share the retreat link with a friend. All right. And I hope to see all of you there. So as we prepare to close, if there are any questions you have, tonight was just very easy. I just wanted to share with you, just wanted to talk about MLK a little bit and just to give you some information and answer any questions that you may have had. And I've answered the COVID questions that people have been asking me about. And I appreciate all of your questions. I appreciate all of you just coming in and spending time and being present. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I look forward to seeing you on other lives. I look forward to seeing you on other events. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Have a wonderful evening. Share the link. If you're looking at the replay, welcome, welcome, welcome. And listen, don't type your information in chat as well. Share your thoughts in chat as well. And again, guys, if you have any questions, if you don't write them in the chat, make sure that you reach out to me. I'm willing to answer it. If I can't answer it, I will get someone who can. Any discussion, anything that you would like for us to talk about on our lives on Monday nights, reach out and let me know. And if I can't do it, believe me, I will have a guest come in that will share and pour into you. Have a wonderful evening. Have a blessed evening. Have a blessed week. I will see you later. Judy says, bless you and love you too. Oh, thank you, Judy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. Take care. Take care. Take care. Take care. God bless you. God bless you.